Hello everyone, my name is Erickson Mary. I hold a PhD in computer science and currently work as an assistant professor at California State University, Pomona. This is our third article in the series about the book Exploring Malicious Hacker Communities Toward Proactive Cyber Defense that was published last June by Cambridge University Press. Today, I'll brief each of the 7 research chapters that make up the 2 main parts of this book. The studies conducted in this book are divided in 2 parts. In part 1, named Understand the Behavior of Malicious Hackers, we focus on understanding the threat actors creating and distributing malicious code online in order to identify credible threats. It comprised chapters 3, 4, and 5. In part 2, named Predicting Imminent Cyber Threats, we focus on anticipating or predicting future cyber threats against organizations, mainly using for that the hacker communication existing in online communities. It comprises chapters 6, 7, 8, and 9. Chapter 3, named Mining Key Hackers, addresses the key hacker identification problem, where we analyze the activity, expertise, knowledge transfer behavior, structural position, influence, and coverage of forum members to develop their profiles, aiming to understand which features characterize those key hackers. As the select and reputable group of hackers foment a promising vulnerability exploitation threat market, providing profitable resources that are more attractive to the other hackers, it forms a natural lens through which secure alert systems can look to predict cyber attacks. Next, as hackers use online communities to advertise, showcase, and recruit collaborators, attracting low-skilled individuals who want to improve their hacking skills, Chapter 4, named Reasoning about Hacker Engagement, analyzes for engagement, predicting where and when hackers will post a message in the future, given their recurrent interactions with other hackers in the past. By modeling hacker adoption behavior, we build a crowdsourced sensor to gain insight about future user activities that may lead to cyber attacks, such as hacktivist campaigns, purchase of hacking-related products or service, or mass adoption of cyber threats. Chapter 5, named Uncovering Communities of Malware and Exploit Vendors, demonstrates whether vendors of malware and malicious exploits organically form hidden communities in online marketplace, using for that the similarity of their product offerings. By finding vendors with similar expertise, the vendors can anticipate subsequent product offerings if at least one of the community members had been already confirmed as offering a similar exploit online, helping organizations with surveillance of imminent cybercriminal activities. Chapter 6, named Identifying Exploits in the Wild Proactively, predicts whether malicious exploits are going to be used in the wild, targeting specific software vulnerabilities. Although only a small fraction of the large number of published software vulnerabilities is actually exploited in the wild, current risk assessment systems appear to fall short of security expectations, making organizations to allocate their limited resource on the wrong threats. This study combines resources from online hacker communities, considering forums and marketplace, vulnerability database, and security advisories to accurately identify the IT targets of malicious hackers. Chapter 7, named Predicting Enterprise Targeted External Cyber Attacks, describes a temporal logical framework to learn rules that correlate malicious hacker activities with real-world cyber incidents, leveraging these rules for predicting enterprise-targeted external cyber attacks. The challenge here is more than identifying the existence of an exploit in the wild. Instead, we generate transparent security warnings, precisely predicting when and explain why a cyber attack is likely to occur given the hacker discussions. With the same prediction goal of Chapter 7, Chapter 8, named Bringing Social Network Analysis to Aid in Cyber Attack Prediction, measures social network features and user thread post statistics to show that the interaction dynamics focused on a set of experts and the attention broadcast by them to others can be relevant to generate cyber attack warnings. By checking whether a piece of information gains traction within the communities, we mine patterns of anomalous behavior from the hacker discussions in order to make our predictions. Finally, Chapter 9, named Finding at-Risk Systems Without Software Vulnerability Identifiers, or CVs, looks at online hacker discussions to identify platforms, vendors, and products likely to be at risk, getting indicators regarding the hacker capability of targeting systems. The approach proposed in Chapter 6, 7, and 8 to identify cyber threats only consider hacker discussions that have explicit mentions of software vulnerability identifiers, which actually comprise a small portion of the posts. In this study, we analyze all collected hacker discussions from forums and marketplace to identify those at-risk systems, and not only discussions that have the explicit mention of the software vulnerability identifier. I hope you enjoyed today's blog and stay tuned for more videos and content. Thanks for joining me. See you.